¿Qué pasa YouTube? 6fthax here. Have for you guys today an OU Wi-Fi battle against TaceBreeze. I had this match on my stream last night and this was a really good battle. Now, a couple things before I get into the actual video. Of course, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to hammer that like button down below and to answer the question of the day, which is regards to me not having a layout for this battle because I did it for the month of February. I'm gonna not do it for the month of March and then maybe bring it back in April just to see how you guys kind of like that, just to kind of like keep things mixed up a little bit here and there. So yeah, let me know if you guys like that or not, or maybe you do want the layout or maybe you don't want the layout. Also, I got a new microphone, so let me know how the audio on that sounds, because I hope it sounds good. I hope it sounds a lot better than my previous videos. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on for too much. So Tace looks like he's got more of a balanced team going into this match, as I have a straight bare bone hyper offense team. So I'm going to be leading off with my focus ashed Excadrill, as he's going to be leading off with easily the biggest threat to my team, which is this Pheromosa. Now, the interesting thing about Pheromosa is that not only is it stupidly fast, hits extremely hard, and can be a very potent sweeper, but it also has access to this one move. This is Rapid Spin, which really sucks, because as soon as I clicked Stealth Rock's turn 1, I was like, wait a minute, Pheromosa could potentially Rapid Spin away my Stealth Rocks and KO me in the process, and of course I don't have a Ghost type on this team, so my Excadrill literally does nothing, as I'm forced to bring in my Hoopa here, hoping that he takes the bait and doesn't switch out, expecting me to be focus sash, which luckily I am focus sashed, so I'm able to live any one hit. And on the off chance that for some reason he did want to switch out into his Ferrothorn, I decided to go for the Fire Punch because I didn't want to go for the hyperspace hole, the psychic move, and him possibly switch into Ferrothorn, because that would have sucked. But either way, I'm able to get rid of one giant threat, and because of my Magician, I stole his Life Orb, so my Hoopa knocks himself out to the Life Orb, and now it's a double down. So on the double down, I bring in my Pheromosa as he brings in the Landers, and this is really good for me because I have the Ice Beam, and even though yes, it is painfully obvious, I'm still gonna go for it on the off chance that he does for some reason want to try and get up Stealth Rocks, maybe not expecting me to have Ice Beam, but him switching in the Toxapex was definitely the best play he could have made, as I get a crit there with that Ice Beam that does regenerator damage, so it doesn't really end up mattering. And because I don't want the sash on my Pheromosa to be broken, I'm gonna hard switch directly into my Celesteela here, thinking that he would go straight for the Skull, but he ends up going for a layer of Toxic Spikes, and that is slightly annoying because I have no way of getting rid of those T-Spikes now that my Excadrill is gone. So I'm just gonna stay in here, go for the Air Slash, hope that I can get off 2 Air Slashes, and then go for the Supersonic Skystrike. Unfortunately though, I do get a little bit unlucky here and I get burned on that first Scald. And if he didn't burn with that Scald, he most likely would have stayed again the following turn and tried to burn me, so that way I could have got off that second Air Slash and then potentially knocked him out with the Supersonic Skystrike. But thinking that maybe he's going to switch out here or pull out the Baneful Bunker, I'm just going to go for the Air Slash again as I catch the incoming Tapu Lele. This is fine. There's absolutely nothing that this thing can do to possibly knock me out. And then he pulls out the Z move, which I was not expecting at all, because I thought it was going to be Shattered Psyche, but no, it's all out pummeling. And this is actually a little bit scary because this is going to be hitting me extremely hard. Luckily though, because I do have a bit of HP EVs, I'm going to be able to just barely live, and in return go for my Z move, which is the Supersonic Skystrike, and it is specially based because I have the Air Slash. But either way, because I am modest max special attack, I'm going to easily knock out this Tapu Lele unless he was Assault Vested, which they never are. So I'm able to knock out the Tapu Lele, and because he burned me with that first Scald, which I mean I was expecting to get burned either way, so I guess in the end this double down doesn't matter, but I thought it was a little funny because that's our second double down in this matchup. So in comes the pincer as I then bring in my Greninja, because at this point Greninja could in theory win me this entire matchup. The only issue is that I don't have anything to hit the Toxapex, but he doesn't know that. So he brings in the pincer and he's gonna Mega Evolve, and I was a little bit worried that he wasn't going to Mega Evolve, so I almost didn't even click Ice Beam here. Luckily though, I do, and because I am Protean, I change into an Ice type, and I gain Stab on this, and that is an easy OHKO on the Mega Pinsir, which is really great. And now he's got to choose to either bring in his Toxapex and hope that I don't have Extra Sensory, or bring in the Ferrothorn and hope that I don't have Hidden Power Fire. And luckily he makes the better of the two switch-ins, because I do have the Hidden Power Fire, and I'm going to be changing to a Fire type, making this Stab with Life Orb, 4 times super effective, and it lives. It literally, why? Oh my, getting rid of this Ferrothorn without having to take this unnecessary damage would have been absolutely amazing. And then I make a really dumb play that at the time I didn't fully think, because I was very close to going for Lair Spikes, but then I thought, well, the only Pokemon affected by them is Toxapex, but that is going to come to play a pretty big role later in this matchup, because I should have just got up that Lair Spikes, even if it was for the Toxapex, as I'm going to get knocked out by the Life Orb and the Toxic on the third double down in this battle. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Mega Metagross, hoping that he didn't bring in the Toxapex, which unfortunately he does. Now, this would be bad, because normally the only move that Mega Gross carries to hit Toxapex is Thunder Punch or Earthquake, but I actually do have the Stab Zen Headbutt, get off a good amount of damage, hoping that he doesn't burn me with this Scald. I easily win. He gets the burn, and this is where me getting up that one Lair Spikes, man, just that one little layer would have done that extra damage in order for Zen Headbutt to have knocked out that Toxapex. But it's fine, I still have a chance to win this battle. I still have a chance to win. Now, I did think about him switching on the Landorus here, but honestly, even if I did predict this, Ice Punch isn't going to be doing necessarily more damage because I'm burned and intimidated. So I thought just going for Zen Headbutt on the off chance that he did leave in Toxapex was going to be better for me. As I do Zen Headbutt the incoming Landorus, I am then going to be able to get off a little bit of damage with the Ice Punch as he knocks me out with the Earthquake. And at this point, my last Pokemon is Pheromosa. Now, because I'm very positive he doesn't have a Flying type move, as long as he doesn't have Stone Edge, I can easily live one Earthquake and go for the Quiver Dance. And if he does leave in his Landorus, after I knock him out, I'm going to have +2 in my special attack stat, which means I have a chance to knock out that Toxapex if I hit Focus Blast, and depending on his EV spread. So he does go for the Earthquake there as I go for the Quiver Dance. This is really good for me because now he can't risk switching into Toxapex potentially to take any unnecessary damage, because I think at that point it would have put him in range of where just a +1 Focus Blast would have knocked him out. And I'm able to knock out the Landorus, so I'm a +2 special attack, and I have one more turn of toxic damage to survive, because in the following turn after that I get knocked out. So I go for the Focus Blast, I connect. Can I please knock this out? No, it lives on like 1%. And again, if I had just gone for that layer of spikes instead of Ice Beaming the Ferrothorn, I could have won here. But now I have to hope to not only hit this next Focus Blast, but hope that I get a crit to knock him out. And unfortunately I don't crit, and he's able to just barely live, and he's gonna knock me out with the Scald, and that is going to be the 1-0 victory in TaceBreeze's favor. So very good game to Breeze, and this is the first loss I've uploaded in a while, but I've said this before, I upload losses if I think they're good losses, and this was a really good match even if I did lose. So yeah, either way, really good game to TaceBreeze. Hope you guys did enjoy the battle. Make sure to let me know about the question of the day, because I do really appreciate your guys' inputs and thoughts. And make sure to hammer that like button down below. So with all that being said, guys, I will see you tomorrow. So later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears of hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.